Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining me. I'm Jenny Montgomery. How exciting is this week? College kids are coming home for Thanksgiving. Relatives and friends may be coming over for your big Turkey Day feast, or you may be heading out of town for the Thanksgiving holiday. Regardless, it is a busy week for all of us. So take a little breath and get ready to be inspired by a Columbia County teenager who is using her experience with a chronic disease to help others. Caroline Dorn will join me a little later, along with two researchers from the Medical College of Georgia at Augusta University who are going to talk to us about inflammation. And first, a woman who is doing it all. Dr. Donna Adams-Pickett is an OB/GYN in Augusta whose practice focuses on the needs of women and girls of all ages with a particular emphasis on education. She's board certified by the American Board of Obstetrics and Gynecology and has more than 25 years experience in the science and healthcare fields. A sought-after speaker and busy wife and mother of two, Dr. Adams-Pickett has also written 2 puberty primers to assist parents in discussing this important phase of life, Big Sis's Guide to Growing Up. It's a helpful blueprint for girls approaching that special time in their lives. And Buddy's Big Guy Guidebook, which is an easy to read but detailed overview that takes away the stigma and mystery of the physical changes of adolescence. These puberty primers are great resources for both preteens and their parents, as you are about to see, because Dr. Donna Adams-Pickett is here with me in the studio right now. Dr. Pickett, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I am really excited to know that these books are out there. And they're written with so much humor. I've read through both of them, and I wish I had had something like this to talk to my kids. Especially, I mean, I can really relate to the girls. I think for my age, all the mothers handed us the book, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret.
Yes.
You know, we all read Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. But explaining and the diagrams that you have, the pictures are great. Even the bras. I want to show you this because I know a lot of you can relate to this. You see the bra page right here. Would you believe in elementary school, 3rd, 4th grade, you know, sometimes the teachers are asking the mothers to think about a little sports bra because girls are developing so early.
Yes, they are. And it's a very overwhelming topic for the moms to have with their daughters.
Absolutely.
This book is written from the perspective of a 7-year-old moving to a 9-year-old, to an 11-year-old, to a 13-year-old. And that way the moms can approach the subject early in a way that's not overwhelming for them or their daughter.
And I think that's really important because you don't want to hit them with everything all at once because you're going to scare them to death.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And the way that you're preparing them for the changes in their body is just, it's beautiful. It's really well done. Buddy's guidebook, the Big Guy Guidebook, that's another one that's great. And I think there needs to be a whole section about Axe body spray. I thought there was a year or two in my house when I thought we were all going to die from inhaling so much Axe body spray.
Yes. Well, there is a little cartoon about the well-dressed garbage can because sometimes we spray the body spray, but we don't necessarily clean everything before we spray it. And so it's important that they know that some moderation is key.
Yes. And Axe is not a substitute for soap and water either.
No, it is not. It is not. Public service announcement.
Now you have, you have 25 years experience in healthcare and in your medical practice and everything. What made you decide it was time to write a book like this?
Well, I often had a number of dads, actually, who came to me because they were single dads and they did not know how to approach the subject of puberty with their little girls. And again, many of them were trying to have all the discussion at one time. They would be given some books, and those books would be about 100 pages long.
Right.
And they were not very illustration heavy. And so most of the dads and some of my moms, many of my moms actually, felt it was more overwhelming for them. So how could they possibly pass that information on to their children when they were overwhelmed themselves?
Right.
So it was my goal to create something that was simple, easy to read, illustration heavy, so that the children would enjoy reading it and the parents would not feel so intimidated when they read it as well.
I think that's a really key word in all of this, is the intimidation part. And you're not intimidated when you read these, and you can get these books on Amazon.com. Both of them are there. I also want to show you a little video of how to contact Dr. Pickett. She is at the Augusta Women's Wellness, Health and Wellness Center here in Augusta, right outside Doctor's Hospital there on Dewey Gray Circle. Her phone number is 706-228-6060. And you can just go to her website. It's very easy to navigate, and you'll also see the books right there. Now, before you go, I do want you to give me a little advice personally, as I have two grown women. They're both in their early 20s, and I cannot get them to go to the gynecologist. They need to. How do we, get this ball rolling?
Well, the thing is, often I have seen the most confident, self-possessed women become pure jello when it comes to thinking about those stirrups.
Right.
And this is what I often tell my moms and dads. As I mentioned, I've had a few colleagues who are males who will call me and say, "Hey, Dr. Pickett, can I get my recent college graduate daughter to come in and just have a talk with you?" And that's just it. Just tell them, we want you to have a talk with this particular doctor who happens to handle those parts of your body that are related to you being a female.
Yeah.
Many of my patients, they have no problem waxing poetic about thinning hair, weight gain, skin changes. And so I often tell my new patients, depersonalize it for yourself. Just as you would speak about a cough, speak about your menstrual habits. Just as you would talk about a strange mark on your skin, talk about breast development. It's just as much of an important part of you as those other things are.
Well, Dr. Pickett, you are full of such good advice, and I thank you so much for spending part of your day here with me, and I know that many of you are going to want to go to the website and read a little bit more about Dr. Pickett and take a look at these books, especially if you have preteens, if you have children who will grow into preteens. I can't encourage you enough to get your hands on these and learn to have the talk at the appropriate times for your kids. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back.